Have you ever been in a situation where it felt like you weren't a priority for others? Have you ever had a moment when you accomplished something well, came up with a great idea, or did something genuinely valuable for others, only to receive no recognition? I understand this can be difficult to cope with. Unfortunately, even when you act rightly, do what's best for everyone, and make yourself available, people may not notice or might pretend not to see your true worth. If you keep striving to please people who don't acknowledge your efforts, you might end up disheartened, and changing the situation can be tough. It's undoubtedly an unpleasant feeling, especially when it involves someone close to you, like family, friends, or a partner. According to Stoic philosophy, we shouldn't expect recognition from others because it's beyond our control, and it may never come. Therefore, waiting for it is a path to frustration. But what if I told you that there are ways to become a priority in someone's life and gain more recognition? By understanding and applying what we're about to discuss, you can make this a reality. There are steps you can take to stay at the top of someone's list. Following these 9 steps can ensure that the people you care about always feel you are a priority in their lives. Now that you're aware of the issue, it's time to revolutionize your approach by learning the solution. Let's begin, but before we start, I'd like to ask you to watch this video until the end, because every step is important. Step 1. Create the fear of losing you. This is one of the most powerful psychological techniques you can use to make someone prioritize you. People are often more driven by the fear of losing something than by the possibility of gaining it. If you want someone to see you as a priority, you need to instill in them the fear of losing you. To achieve this, begin by emotionally distancing yourself. Stop sharing your feelings and confidences with them. Start balancing your time with other people as well. This will make them feel like they are no longer as important to you as they once were. It's a powerful technique, but must be used cautiously. If you distance yourself too much, they may give up trying to win you back, so use this method wisely and in moderation. Step 2. Avoid being always available. The phrase quality over quantity is often applied to various areas of life, including relationships. If you aspire to be a priority in someone's life, you may need to become less available. The more available you are, the greater the chance of being taken for granted. This doesn't mean you should only be available when it suits you, but if you're constantly adapting to accommodate others, it's time to prioritize yourself. Sending the message that you have a life beyond them and that you're not just waiting around for them will make them value your presence more. Step 3. Maintain some mystery. People are generally drawn to the enigmatic. Fascination with the unknown can be captivating and often makes people feel more connected. In relationships, being a bit mysterious can work to your advantage. If you want to be seen as a priority, avoid revealing everything about yourself right away. Drop hints about your hobbies and interests without giving too much away. Answer questions vaguely and avoid diving too deeply into your past. The aim is to keep the other person intrigued and eager to learn more about you. Over time, they'll start to see you as a priority in their lives. Step 4. Allow them to invest in you. This is a delicate step that must be managed carefully and sparingly because you don't want to push people away, but rather the opposite. Consider this. Who is more likely to see you as a priority? Someone who has invested a lot in you or someone who hasn't? The answer is obvious. If you want someone to see you as a priority, you need to allow them to invest in you. This can be done in various ways. For instance, by letting them invest their time in you by turning down plans you know you can't keep. Also, show that your time is valuable, don't always be available, and make them wait for you. This attitude will convey that you're not just anyone, and they need to put in more effort to win your time. This will make them see you as a challenge and begin to prioritize you. Again, remember to use this technique moderately for it to be effective. Overdoing it may lead to the opposite of what you desire. Step 5. Prioritize your needs. This doesn't mean being selfish. Prioritizing your needs simply means not putting yourself in a position where you're not a priority. For example, if you know someone won't treat you the way you deserve, why would you want to stay close to that person? By surrounding yourself with people who see you as a priority, you increase your chances of being treated as such. It's important to remember that you can't control another person's feelings toward you, only how you feel about yourself. If you want to be a priority in someone's life, make sure you're a priority in your own life. Step 6. Don't make them the center of your life. Did you know that people are often attracted to things they can't have? It's true. The more someone feels they need to work for something, the more they want it. You've probably heard the expression, "The grass is always greener on the other side." This phrase symbolizes people's tendency to be more captivated by what they don't possess. This applies to interpersonal relationships as well. This 6th step emphasizes that you should keep this wisdom in mind when dealing with others. It encourages you to maintain a certain distance so that people become more attracted to your presence. This will send the message that you're not desperate for their attention, and over time they will value you more. Step 7. Stop initiating communication all the time. If you often find yourself the one initiating communication with someone important in your life, it may be time to take a step back. This may seem counterintuitive because if you want to be a priority in someone's life, shouldn't you be the one to start communication? The answer is no. When you're always the one initiating contact, the other person begins to take you for granted. They get used to your efforts and start seeing you as less important. So what's the alternative? Simply stop initiating communication and see the result. If the other person truly cares, they will make an effort to reach out to you. Step 8. Create your own happiness. If you want to be a priority in someone's life, it's crucial to create your own happiness and not rely on them for it. While it's wonderful to have someone to rely on who makes us feel good, depending on them for happiness can lead to disappointment. Moreover, when we depend on others to be happy, we're not truly living our lives. We're living according to their agenda and priorities, which can lead to resentment. If you want to be a priority in someone's life, it's important to create your own happiness. This will not only make you happier in the long run, but also make you more attractive to others, because you'll appear more balanced and self-assured. Step 9. Be willing to walk away. The idea of walking away from someone we care about can be daunting, but it's an important step. By showing that you're not afraid to walk away, you're sending the message that you won't accept anything less than you deserve. The right person will naturally see you as a priority and make an effort to keep you in their life. Always remember that your part is to do the right thing, which is within your control. Therefore, you should have the awareness that your actions are right in the eyes of others. And by doing this, you should feel good. Don't expect to always receive credit or recognition, or that people will always give you the value you deserve. Give it time, and people will naturally start to notice you the way you deserve. Here's the conclusion to sum up the reasoning behind these 9 steps to being a priority in other people's lives. Please try to absorb it to the end. We've all had moments where we felt neglected or not prioritized. However, it's essential to remember that our journey in life is unique, and other people's priorities may not reflect our true worth. Instead of letting these situations affect our self-esteem, we can use them as opportunities for personal growth. The key is to prioritize ourselves, taking care of our happiness and well-being. Eventually, others will begin to notice and give you the value you deserve. And remember, even if others don't place you at the top of their list, you can and should give yourself the priority you deserve. This isn't selfishness. It's self-compassion and self-determination. By doing so, we can build healthier relationships, make decisions more aligned with our goals, and live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if this content was rewarding for your life. I'll leave 2 videos here that you might be interested in watching too. See you soon.